Welcome back to BookShortz, the place where epic stories meet powerful summaries. Today we're diving into A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, a breathtaking fantasy that will shatter your expectations and awaken your soul. This isn't just a sequel. It's a journey of transformation, love, betrayal, and unstoppable power. If you thought A Court of Thorns and Roses was intense, get ready because this one changes everything. Before we get into this unforgettable ride, make sure to subscribe to BookShortz and hit that bell icon so you never miss a single story. We bring you the magic of books in short, powerful doses, perfect for every book lover on the go. Now let's begin. There are stories that flicker like candle flames, and then there are stories that burn down everything you thought you knew about love, sacrifice, and power. A Court of Mist and Fury is not just a sequel, it's a transformation. It takes everything from A Court of Thorns and Roses and flips it inside out, turning a tale of fairy tale romance into a soul-deep battle between freedom and control, between truth and illusion, and above all, between who you are and who you were meant to be. Feyre Archeron has survived the horrors of the Spring Court, the trials under the mountain, and the torment of Amarantha. She walked away with a human heart wrapped in immortal strength, but that strength is fractured. She's free from the dungeon, but not from the nightmares. She wakes up vomiting in the night, haunted by the screams of the innocents she couldn't save. Tamlin, her once savior, now fiancé, tries to bury her under silks, and silence keeping her safe by locking her away. But Feyre didn't claw her way out of death to become someone's porcelain doll. Her salvation comes not in the form of love, but in the fulfillment of a bargain. The High Lord of the Night Court rise and comes to claim his part of the deal, and Feyre is whisked away to a place of shadows, stars, and brutal truths. What she finds in the Night Court is nothing like she expected. Instead of cruelty, she finds choice. Instead of chains, she finds wings. And instead of silence, she finds her voice. Rhysand's court is not what the world believes. Behind its reputation for wickedness and debauchery lies a sanctuary of power and resistance. There Feyre meets his inner circle, a found family more loyal and fierce than any army. There's Cassian, the battle-scarred warrior with a heart as big as his wings. Azriel, the shadow singer, whose silence hides centuries of pain. More the bright and bold heart of their group. And Amren, the ancient and terrifying creature in a mortal shell. They don't pity Feyre. They challenge her. They push her, and slowly, they help her rebuild herself. While Feyre learns to wield her new powers born from all 7 High Lords, the threat to Prythian grows. A dark force stirs across the sea, the King of Hybern intent on tearing down the fragile wall that separates the mortal and Fey realms. But to stop him, Feyre must stop hiding. She must become something more than a survivor. She must become a weapon. But transformation isn't easy. Feyre must reckon with the choices she made. Under the mountain. The lives she took, the loyalty she gave to a male who now smothers her. As her bond with Rhysand deepens, the truth comes to light. The bond isn't just political, it's soul deep. They are mates, a connection forged by fate. And while Tamlin's love once felt like safety, now it feels like a cage. Rhysand's love is freedom. Fierce, unwavering, and equal. As Feyre grows stronger, so does the danger. They discover the cauldron, the ancient source of Fey magic, is being used by Hybern to create monstrous creatures and tear through realms. And the only way to stop him may be to retrieve the Book of Breathings, a powerful artifact, split in two, hidden in the human and Fey realms. Their quest forces Feyre to return to her past, to confront her sisters Nesta and Elaine, and pull them into a war they never asked for. In a daring heist, Feyre and Rhysand recover the pieces of the book, but not without cost. The King of Hybern strikes first. In a devastating ambush, he captures them and reveals Tamlin's betrayal. In desperation to get Feyre back, Tamlin allied with Hybern, exposing all of Prythian to danger. The price of freedom becomes unbearable. Rhysand's inner circle is tortured, Feyre's sisters are forcibly turned into High Fae, and the mask of safety shatters completely. But Feyre does not break. She plays the long game. In a brilliant act of deception, Feyre pretends to return to Tamlin, pledging loyalty and love, all while hiding the truth. She is no longer his bride. She is the High Lady of the Night Court. Not just Rhysand's mate, but his equal in power and title. And she is going back to destroy them from within. The final pages of A Court of Mist and Fury are not just a cliffhanger, they're a war cry. Feyre walks back into the Spring Court, not as a victim, but as a spy, a queen in disguise ready to burn down the world that once caged her. This isn't just a love story. It's a story about reclaiming your power, about finding love that doesn't clip your wings but helps you fly. It's about trauma and healing, about how sometimes the people who save us aren't the ones who once promised to, but the ones who stand beside us when we rise on our own. Sarah J. Maas doesn't just write romance or fantasy, she writes metamorphosis. She takes Feyre through the fire, and what comes out on the other side is breathtaking. A Comaf is full of heart-pounding action, intricate world-building, razor-sharp banter, and emotional stakes so high they'll steal your breath. But more than that, it's honest. It dares to say that sometimes love isn't enough, that freedom matters. That strength looks like choosing yourself even when the world tells you to stay silent. And as Feyre walks back into the jaws of her old life with new fire burning in her blood, you realize this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Because when you've tasted true freedom, no cage can hold you. And when you find the kind of love that sees you not as a possession but as a partner, you don't just survive, you soar. This war is just beginning. Link in description.